Hello friends, welcome back. It's your boy Size. Dubai weather can be a two distinct experience. When you live indoor with a good air condition, you can sleep well. But whenever you decide to comes outdoor, Dubai weather, it has the ability to wake you up completely, even if you are half asleep. Because outdoor weather is very sweaty and very humid as well. So I was looking for the perfect place to capture a nice background, which is a Burj Khalifa in it, but I couldn't find it. And the more I work further, the more I sweat, and I figure if I continue to working around in this place, then my energy will run out before I shoot a video. So I decided, whatever, I will just sit at a random place and shoot a video, because what good there is if I have a nice background, but my quality of content is weak in particular. So that doesn't make sense, right? So yeah, man, I have taken a few notes over my phones as a raw material so that I can rely on it and once in a while to make my content seamlessly. Okay, as you know, living this modern life is, everyone is struggling right now, but when we look back to our childhood, when we were young, we were in the cradle of our parents, and every relatives or everyone around us loved children, and they used to love us, right, when we were children. But by the time when we grow up, this privilege or this experience is no longer available anymore. Especially for men, we are expected to rely on yourself, to work on ourselves, and to support our families and our friends, and no one is there to look after us anymore. When we were young, when we were children, by the time if we were afraid and couldn't sleep at night, there were our parents who were embraced into their arms and sing us to sleep. But as an adult man, for myself, I sometimes also experience this feeling as well. My body, where my body is tired but could not sleep because I was overwhelmed with this unknown. So I was desperately looking for protection. Who is going to protect me right now? As a man, we are expected to take care of everything, our business, family, but who is there to take care of us? I was desperately looking for this and found out. Some people say God, you gotta have a connection with God, and God will take care of us. But my opinion is, well, God is good, but I personally choose to find protection in my discipline. So when we were young, our protector used to be our parents, right? Father, mother, younger brother, or older brother, older sister. As an adult man, we should find our protection in our discipline. Discipline, integrity, and our perfection. What do we do for work? The more we can adapt. The more we adapt at our profession, the more we can protect other people as well. This place is kind of getting hot. Let me change it. Let me go to a different place. Our protection right now is no longer our father or mother or God's. but we should rely more on our discipline, integrity, and professional to feel safe in our own skin. As a man, as a man like myself, if I don't have a self-discipline and integrity and profession, then no one can do anything for me to just feel safe. No one come in and say, okay, sorry, I will take care of your life. You don't have to worry about finance or anything. I will provide you everything. Even if there is someone who can do this for me, I'm not really going to be satisfied with this type of life, So that is why, in terms of discipline, I mean having a discipline in relationship to yourself and to your life partner, which is your girlfriends or your fiance or your wife, in terms of having discipline in myself, meaning you have to know yourself. Sometimes when the fears are sometimes when the fears are starting to dominate your mind, you have to delineate the rules of your mental operation. Okay, it is okay that you have fear, it is okay that you have self-doubt, but it is your choice whether you listen to them or not. Those fears and self-doubt are there. They are primarily there to test our internal strength, just like women. The woman who loves will test your strength. This is the same way. Those negative feelings are not here to sabotage your potential, but here to strengthen your personal identity. So the more it is natural. Everything that you want to do, you're gonna have to face the resistance of fears and self-doubt. By pushing back those emotions, your internal state gets stronger. That is the only purpose of dealing with fears and self-doubt. They are not here to take down you, to win over you. No, it doesn't work like that. They are here to support you, to make you strong. Another thing, having discipline in your relationship to other people. Young men like myself, if you are in a relationship right now, I'm not saying you have to lock down on your first relationship to your entire life. Especially your younger years, when you were in high school or in your early 20s, you might have a couple of failed relationships, right? But the more you grow up, you have to decide whether you want to stay committed in this relationship or you want to be promiscuous. Because loyalty and promiscuity does not work a long way. You have to choose it. So having discipline in your relationship means it is your ability to devote this energy, this source, your being into yourself, and secondly, into your relationship. Integrity is very simple. When you're working with other people, don't lie them. So don't step knife onto people's back, and keep your words. Take responsibility of your promise, and never cheat, never lie. Always say the truth, and be genuine with when it comes to people interaction. Okay, and professional is very straightforward. If you are not proficient in what you do, you are not going to feel safe in your own skin or in your ability of masculinity. You are here to protect to your family. Okay, so the best way to find safety is by sharpening your skills. It could be any industry. Okay, find So remember, when you feel scared, when you feel afraid, when you feel like there is no one is taking care of you, remember, your protectors are live in yourself, and those are the quality. Okay, so find your protection, find your safety in self-discipline, personal integrity, and your profession. Okay, in those three things, they are going to take care of you extremely well. Number two, let's jump to another topic. Me talking to the camera is not the whole thing. You know, it's just like if you want to speak English, then you gotta learn the basic vocabulary and basic sentences, grammar. Okay, so the purpose of learning vocabulary and those fundamental grammars is to understand English. To understand English is, in my case, to speak English to the camera. So to speak even to the camera is, there's some bigger course that I could not see right now. Because if I could not overcome this step, if I could not speak naturally, professionally to the camera, there, of course, there definitely a higher state that which is waiting for me to become that person who are good at speaking to the camera. So this is not the end, man. So everything is supposed to be evolved. Okay, so there are a strong correlation in each of those sectors. What do I mean by this? You know, of course, maybe if I'm really good at speaking to the camera in the near future, maybe I could give a public speaking. Maybe I could. Maybe I'll be if I'm really good at impromptu speaking, then I could be comfortable in speaking at a different situation. This is higher purpose of. This is even higher purpose of simply talking to the camera right now. So I'm just breaking down into the tiny segment, and then they have a link to each other. So I don't know how you can relate to this in your situation, but I can only give my example. Number three is, let's talk. You know, I primarily grew up in a small town of Myanmar, and my first 26 years of life, I did not speak a words of English like this in this proficiency, let alone going to English speaking country. No, I've never been in one of those countries. So all of my life grew up with the belief of I'm supposed to stay the same. I will never be able to speak English or Chinese at this level of proficiency in camera. When I look closely, no one is telling me that I am good, that I was bad at speaking, and I was born with a stamp on my forehead that say this child will stay reticent throughout his entire life. I was not born with a fixed impediment that I could not fix in my life. So what does it mean? Meaning I can change and I can evolve to a completely version. I have the autonomy to decide what type of person that I want to be, and I can work on that. Okay? Most of my childhood I learned through my parents' behavior. If my father or mother, they were abusive emotionally, you know, whenever they are burst, whenever they're angry, they tend to hit us, you know. Because of that, most of our disadvantaged beliefs are formed in childhood, and now as we get older, we can reshape or reform our ability that are more in groove with the future version of us. Okay, so I no longer believe in this attitude. Like, if I grew up in this family, if I grew up that way, then I have to stay the same. No, sorry. We also need it necessary to reprogram our mind once in a while. Just imagine. Just look to the analogs of our phones. The first mobile that I have was a very touchpad mobile. If you want to call someone, you have to dial the physical number button on the mobile phone. So if you look around, you will see our mobile phones, computer, lifestyle, they all evolve to something better. Then why should your mindset stay the same? The mindset that make you to get here will not make you to get there. It is nothing wrong with your mindset, man. It could not perform in that level. Just can you send email through dialogue button mobile? Can you play a game? Can you make a video calls with this Nokia? The very first model of Nokia, where it doesn't even have the camera. You can, right? You have to buy something you have to buy a mobile that has a camera in it. The same way, if you want to go to the next level, and your embedded mindset does not work anymore. So you have to reprogram it with your habit, with your deliberate action. So just like I'm doing right now, if I want to be good at speaking, in the sense that I'm reprogramming my mindset, by taking action consistently, I'm changing the belief of I'm bad, I will never be good at speaking. So I'm doing this, I'm changing this mindset into a whole new level. The more I do that, the better I feel. Sometimes my mind is running wild like a beast. Every night, I could stay awake even though my body is tired, because I feel excited about my future, because I feel happy of my effort in attempting to become a better person, regardless of my current impediment. So every night, I try to be mindful of my thoughts. When I read or when I write an essay, it is not an ideal to have a stable mindset. Sometimes you gotta think fast so that you can write down, or you can look for the answer first. But it doesn't work like that when I'm sleeping. So I told myself, learn how to take control of your life. Learn how to subjugate your internal state. Learn how to relax, man. Just give yourself a moment of not thinking about anything. Just sit or sleep and be present on your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. If I can do that consistently, I'm being helpful to my emotion and my mental. Alright, man, that's all for today. So let's recap everything that I have said in this video, so that when you go away, you get my message and use it in your own way. Okay. To summarize, number one is, as a grown man, no one is there to take care of us anymore. Our parents still love us, it's okay. Our wife, girlfriends love us, but they cannot protect me. They cannot protect a grown-ass man like you. You are supposed to take care of yourself, okay? This is what society expects of you. This is what biology are designed to be. So number one, when you feel weak, when you feel scared, find protection in your self-discipline, your personal integrity, and your profession. And number two, you are not born with a fixed impediment. Every weaknesses that you find on your personal, you can change. You can evolve. Okay. Number three, once in a while, always remember, things that make you here won't make you get there. So reprogram or reinvent yourself as necessary. It is not 6 months or once in a 6 months you reprogram. No, it is a daily thing that you have to reprogram yourself. Okay. Number four is if you don't find any relatedness in the thing you do, remember, the thing that you are doing right now is for something bigger. Just like I'm just take the example of shooting a video right now. In order to be good at public speaking, I have to be able to comfortable first in speaking to the camera. Before I speak to the camera, I have to know the basic rules of English and the grammar, vocabulary, and the natural sentence allocation. In order to know these basic fundamental rules, I have to study the vocabulary first. In order to study the vocabulary, I have to know the alphabets. Does it make sense? Everything is interconnected, and it is leading you towards something bigger that you couldn't even imagine right now. Number five is you have to learn how to rest, how to relax your mind. Subjugate your mind from running wild into more accommodate. You have to accommodate your internal emotion whenever it's filled with excitement or depression, or either positive or negative. You should learn how not to affect by those emotions. I'm not saying those are bad, just don't let it take control of you, man. Don't let it decide your decision. That's it. Okay, there are total 5 topics that I have covered in this video, and you have to find how to use it in your own way. If you have the similar attitude toward your life, maybe you can leave a comment. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye bye.